welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Christina, and as you can tell from the title of this video, today I'm going to be showing you guys a little travel vlog of my trip to Switzerland. If you are new here, make sure that you subscribe down below and like this video. It would mean a lot to me. Alright, so a little bit of background into my trip to Switzerland. For starters, I went to Switzerland. I am going to put the name of it on the screen right here because I most definitely said it wrong. So I do live in Germany, and we are allowed to drive into Switzerland and stay for a short period of time. We stayed for 4 days, 3 nights, and it was amazing. A little bit of context, I went with my friend Kat, my friend Emily, and her husband. And we did this trip because it was actually Emily's birthday, and this was really the only place that we could travel to, but I'm so glad that we did. It was a great trip, as you guys can see from the clips as well. It had the most beautiful scenery ever. I wanted to do a little sit down portion of this video though and talk you guys through each day, because I didn't really get any talking clips while I was on the trip because I was just enjoying my time with my friends, and I didn't want to just pull out my camera and start talking to it. So, but I did get some really nice clips. Starting with day number 1, this is the day that we drove to Switzerland. It was about a 4.5 hour drive. It wasn't too bad at all, and it ended up being really beautiful once we got into Switzerland. And that day we just checked into our Airbnb. As you guys can see, it was the most beautiful backyard of an Airbnb ever. We had the greatest view in the world, and it was really special pulling up to our Airbnb and seeing it for the first time, because of course you see it in photos, but in person it was just wild to see. So because we drove this day, we really just wanted to chill out and take in the Airbnb, take in the scenery, get familiar with it, and just the little village that we were staying in. It was such a cute little village. They even had this vending machine that had fresh milk in it from the cows that stay around in the village, and you could buy cheeses and wines and jams, and also freshly packaged meat. It was really, really cool to see, and totally different than anything I've ever seen in the States before, or even here in Germany, honestly. We did do one little adventure. There was a suspension bridge in the village that we were in, and so we walked to that. It was only about like a 15-minute walk to it, and we took some cute photos. And then we just had a little pizza night. We bought some frozen pizzas, or we brought them with us, and we just cooked them, and then we went to bed early because we were all pretty tired just from being in the car. That's all we did for day number 1. exciting day, but also a jam-packed day. So the number one thing my friend Emily wanted to do for her birthday was go sledding, and so that's what we did. To start off the morning, I woke up pretty early because we went to bed early and my body is just used to that. And I decided to go for a walk. It was such a beautiful morning. I sat outside, I drank some coffee, and then I decided to go back to the suspension bridge and walk all the way across it because it's pretty far. We just didn't go all the way, but I really wanted to just experience that. I'd never been on a bridge like that before. So I walked all the way to the end of it and back, and it was just a really nice way to start my morning. And then I came back, had breakfast, and we did go sledding, which was an experience. Let me tell you, it was a lot more difficult than I was expecting. I was expecting like a little plastic sled going down like a few hills and then just kind of doing that over and over again until like we got tired, but no, this was nothing like that. We went, I think around like 12, it was about a 45-minute drive, and we rented wooden sleds, and then we took the little ski tram thing, I forget the name of it, the ski tram, all the way up to the top of the mountain. And then we did this little ski, sledding course, but it was like intertwined in with the skiing and like courses. It was intense, okay, let me tell you. The first little hill that I went down, I totally wiped out. It was a big hill to start with. Like they just throw you into it. They're like, here's what you do. So we basically had this wooden sled and it had a rope, and you're just supposed to like hold the rope and like use your body to go back and forth and turn, but it was hard. And then you just use like your heels to brake, or you like pull up on the rope, but it was difficult to do. And yeah, the first hill that I went down, I totally went off course, wiped out, and so did my other friend Kat. And little did I know, I actually ended up losing my phone right there. Like my phone had fallen out of my pocket whenever I wiped out. I guess I didn't close my zipper all the way on my pocket. And I didn't know this at the time until we got finished with our course and we were at the little area on the mountain where you buy food and get like drinks, coffee, all of that. And I was sitting there eating my sandwich, my overpriced cheese sandwich. And I was going to get on my phone, you know, just to like take some photos, and I totally didn't have it. And I was freaking out. I was trying to remain calm because I didn't want to like make a big scene about it, because like at this point, like what can you do? Like you lost your phone on the mountain, it's gonna be difficult to find. But my friends were very sweet and we went back up to the top of the mountain, and we kind of figured I probably lost it around that area because that's the only place that I really like fell off of my sled. So they actually were able to find my phone for me, and I'm so incredibly lucky. Like they saw the tracks in the snow where I went off and then saw my footprints in that area, and so they were able to get my phone for me, and I was just so happy. I'm incredibly lucky that they found it. And so after that whole sledding lost phone fiasco, we were so tired, but we went back to our Airbnb, and this is the night where we celebrated my friend's birthday. We just had some cupcakes, we ordered some pizza, we danced, and just had like a good night. Just had like a really fun little night celebrating her birthday. right, so day 3, definitely very much the opposite of day 2. We woke up pretty late because we stayed up late that night celebrating my friend's birthday. So we had a very slow start to the morning. My friend made delicious biscuits and gravy, and we sat outside, we ate like a nice brunch, and then we really just chilled for the afternoon, took naps, laid in bed, and then later that afternoon we went to Interlaken, which is a pretty well-known town in Switzerland, I would say. We drove there. It was only about like a 30-minute drive from where we were staying, and we just walked around. We got some ice cream at McDonald's. I started my period, so I had to get like stuff for that. And we came across a market, which I have clips of. We didn't end up buying anything, but it was just really cute to see like this nice little Sunday market. It was very beautiful. The town was very quaint and just like cute in general. And then we went back. We had like a very low-key night. I think we made like mac and cheese for dinner, and then just went to bed early. Really, we were so tired from the night before, so I'm glad that we still though did like a little mini road trip to see another town while we were there. And the final day, day 4, it was actually snowing this day. It was crazy. Like the weather was so nice the whole time we were there. Like we got incredibly lucky to have very like sunshiny weather the whole time. But we woke up and it was snowing, and it was very overcast, but it was nice to see different types of weather there actually. So we basically just woke up that morning, cleaned up, packed, and then we drove home. That's all we really got to do because we had to check out by 10 a.m. And then I just came home and unpacked, and that was my trip to Switzerland. Amazing. I think it was such a needed trip because I haven't traveled anywhere since October of 2020, and that was just so nice to get out of like my city that I live in and go spend some quality time with friends and relax. It's so nice sometimes to go on a trip where you're not like go the whole trip. Like you have time to relax and enjoy the place that you're staying in, enjoy the town, enjoy the beautiful scenery, and really just like take a mental break. I think we all just appreciated having that break from work and from just everyday life, and I wouldn't trade this trip for the world. It really like was so special to me. I really enjoyed making this video, and if you guys enjoyed watching it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. Hopefully more travel content coming in the near future. But other than that, thank you for watching. Bye.